moderator, Buck Burnett, is going to be introducing and giving you a treat today of the bad guys that are here in town. All right?
There we go. That on button helps, right?
Hold on, you guys are gonna have to get a lot louder than this if you want these guys to come out. I know there's not as many as the Lord of the Rings, but these guys were the villains, so you gotta be loud and ornery for these guys, all right? Yeah.
All right, let's start off with Raymond Cruz. Raymond Cruz, come on down. You're the next contestant on Breaking Bad.
Hello, bitches.
And we'll bring out Cesar. Cesar, back there. No. Caesar, come on down. And our next bad guy, Luis. Last but not least, one of our Nazis, Tate Fletcher.
What's happening, everybody?
I told them, I was like, you guys need to have a lot more energy than this because this is the Breaking Bad panel and this is Albuquerque. And look, you've got even a Walter White sitting right in front of you.
That's Walter White like.
Oh, how you guys doing, man? Oh, one more, who do we got?
And of course, we got Stephen Bowing, our last bad guy.
Well, welcome back to Albuquerque, guys. How are y'all doing?
You should get 2 chairs.
2 chairs? How's everybody doing today? You guys good?
Hello.
Yeah. How's it feel to be back in Albuquerque?
What's that?
I said, how's it feel to be back in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque for me, I've been here so much. I was here before Breaking Bad, then for 2 shows. Then I came for Breaking Bad, and then Breaking Bad came for 2 shows, and then came back for Better Call Saul. And then after Better Call Saul, I was here at the Breaking Bad store doing signings and pictures like 3 or 4
I thought you were home
So
here.
I feel like when I come back to New Mexico, it's like my second home.
Yes.
Because aside from working here so much and being here so much, the people have been beautiful to me. You guys have been really kind and just sweet. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Long time. Thank you. Some of you. There's a couple. I'm playing. There's a couple now. I'm playing. I would never. Thank you.
So with the success of Breaking Bad, I mean, how, we kind of asked this question of Lord of the Rings guys, and you guys, all of you, are in a similar company because you are all a part of something that's going to outlast all of you and probably your kids and your kids' kids. I mean, it's such a phenomenon, the show and what it was. Did you guys think when you started this process that it was going to have the life that it does now?
No.
Well, we saw it on TV first. I saw it on TV before I ever knew. I mean, I was watching it before I was part of it. I was just wishing, sitting home not wishing. Like, God, I wish Vince Gilligan would call me.
When I had the audition, bro, I was watching, when I got the audition for Breaking, I didn't know what it was. And I had to go to Blockbuster to rent season 1 and 2 to watch it. But no, I watched the first 2 episodes of Breaking Bad and I knew that this fucking audition was so important for me. And then when I auditioned, I was hoping I got, because it's same like you, I was like, this is a great show.
But
And then when you're working on it.
Yeah, and it's something that when you see it, if you see the first episode and you go, okay, it's on again. I'm gonna watch the second episode because it's kind of weird, and the second episode just leaves you like you can't stop watching after that, right? I mean, that's why you all are here, right? Hello? Anybody?
It's kind of like doing meth. You can't stop. You get a taste and you get hooked. That's what it ended up being.
Yeah, so when Vince Gilligan did call me, I was just like, what? What? I get to be in this show, and it was already like the fourth season, and I was already like, they're never gonna call me. I'm the only like Hispanic American actor that's not on the show. That's not never gonna guest star on the show, and then suddenly, you get a call from Vince Gilligan, and he's got a special character he wants you to play, and I'm like, a special character? And then he talked to me, and he goes, yeah, I had you in mind for this. There was another character I was gonna have you play, but it's only one episode. This one's a few, and I go, okay, all right. So I got him to play it, and went there, and then he made me wear a yellow tracksuit in my first scene. And from then I hated him, you know.
Raymond, I've got a question for you. How do you, speaking of doing meth, how do you tap into the energy for your character? Because I've known a couple of people that have done meth in my past, and watching you...
Did you turn him in?
Snitches get stitches, baby. I don't turn anybody. How did you tap into that energy for those scenes where you were like, you know, you're breaking it up with your knife and you're snorting this stuff? I mean, that was super, super intense.
I've never had a drink in my life. So I don't do drugs. I've never had a drink, and I had to do a lot of research, and I read a lot of first-hand accounts of meth addicts and how it affected them psychologically, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And then I tried to, through that, I tried to translate it to performance. But yeah, it was really difficult, and it was exhausting. Once I figured it all out, my analysis and built the character, and then, I would just try to translate it and then, make it so that people could understand it. But again, it's a straight up meth that doesn't exist. It's a super meth. So you have to heighten everything. So, it's almost, one of the best first-hand accounts I read was that this person on meth, they really believed that they had superhuman powers. So that kind of informed me a lot.
And watching him do these scenes was exhausting to me. By the time I had to act, I had no energy from watching this guy, man. He goes 100%. It was incredible watching him do it over and over, just...
I was sweating at home.
Yeah, there you go.
Anytime.
For real.
Tate, how are you, buddy?
Great, how's it going, man?
Good. If you guys don't know who Tate Fletcher is, I'm going to tell you personally, first-hand experience, Tate Fletcher is one of the best people in the world that I know. I'm serious. He is such a good person. He loves people. He's got a huge heart. I love that man to death. I really do. So I'm glad you're up here, and I'm glad I got to do this with you.
No, it's a privilege for me, man.
Yeah. What did you think, Tate, when you got the call to do the pilot? When they tapped you to do this? I mean, because your career has been, you've gotten wiped out a lot in the pilots. You were the Mandalorian in the pilot, and you're in the pilot of Breaking Bad. What did you think when you got the call to do this?
It's about time. It's like do your next job like you were hungry for your first job. It becomes the same rules apply. Like put in good work at the place where you're at, bring the utmost to it, and that's the best we can do in this life. You might be dead later tonight, and so it's like leave it all in the room. And when I got the call to do it, you never know what these things are going to be. It's the same thing with the Mandalorian. Like I didn't know that. I don't know I'm auditioning for Star Wars. Like I don't know that. You know what I mean? All that stuff. It just comes like, what I hope at the end of every job is I hope that they felt like they got the right guy to do the job, right? Like I hope I fulfilled it in that kind of way. And the same thing here. And then you could go and I got a great picture of us at Jimmy Kimmel Live after the finale when we did it, right? And so we're here at this. It's the craziest. I mean, it's the craziest thing. This show, this little. I'm just trying to get my next job, and then I end up at the SAG Awards, which is a wild event to behold, and like all of this pomp and everything. And you think it means something, and again, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a bunch of people's opinion. It's the next job. Like, what are you doing next? What turns you on next to do? And that's how the road has been. And that never meant anything more than the next job that I had. And then where do you want to be in the creation of this? Because again, if I'm not waiting for the phone to ring for Vince to call me, well, how do I make the phone ring? How do I create my own stuff? And so that's kind of the evolution of an artist, I think, is. And I'm glad this has been in the mosaic of my career, of what's become a career.
You want to grab a couple of audience people? If you guys have questions, you can just raise your hand. He's got a microphone. He'll give you questions. While we set that up, I asked this to the Lord of the Rings guys, and I'll pose the same question to all of you. Obviously, your characters are very distinct individuals, and you're very connected to them. The rubber meets the road. You have to pick another character that you're going to portray in Breaking Bad. And you have to pick somebody. Whose character do you want?
Gus.
Gus.
Well, for me, I mean, I wouldn't, but I know who I am, and look at me. Come on. Would I be able to play Saul Goodman? Fuck no. Would I be able to play Hank Schrader? We have the same haircut, but fuck no. I did not haircut. Look at me. I look like a fucking criminal. I'm not gonna play a fucking DEA agent.
You look sexy.
Oh, thank you. No, but I would think probably Gus for me. I like that. Gus would be my guy.
I would play Zuko, for sure. Because he had the coolest, he's just the most intense.
But how is your tight? Can you do it? You know how he goes like this? Tight, you know? Oh, God.
Caesar and I would play the twins.
There you go. Right there, for sure. I want to do all the killing, and I want to say that. That's what I do.
Real stuff, guys.
Yeah.
The bad guys have the most fun filming stuff because we get to do all the cool shit the good guy does not. If you play the judge, you're just sitting there, guilty. Electric chair, you're fucking dead. We are actually going to the shit. I'm gonna go to the electric chair and play, oh shit. We committed a crime, right? So we get to shoot the guns, we get to kill the people, we get to do all the cool shit that we can't do in real life. So trust me, being a bad guy in TV.
All right. Let's go to some odd panel questions. What do you got?
Hi, I love you all. I think you're awesome. I couldn't be here without my dog Tuco.
I remember that from the Breaking Bad store. Tuco!
This is my dog Tuco. Lewis kind of took my question. Raymond, I want to hear you say it.
Oh. What do you want me to hear me say?
I want to hear you yell tight.
Oh, tight.
Get into it.
I can't do this, I'm acting. That's about as good as I can, that's me, tight.
Oh,
That's it.
Who's next?
Hi, my name's Bob. Thanks for coming. I got a question.
Hey, Bob.
Mr. Cruz, first off, Broncos locals forever.
Ooh,
There it is. Hey, going into the Breaking Bad, did Blood and Blood Out have a role? Have a play in a role? Did it make an impact on your acting going into Breaking Bad, or did you have another role you could think of that made it going into the series?
No, it's completely different. It has like apples and oranges, have nothing to do. One doesn't inform the other. Each character you approach, you have to do your research and build the character based on the information that you give from the script. And you do your analysis. You look at the story structure, figure out what the writer's trying to say, how he's utilizing your character to tell the story, and then how how you want to translate that. So, you know, it's just, you know, if you're an actor, you're just always, you know, no one ever tells me what to do. They just hire me and they say, what can you do with this? And then I try to figure out what's the best way I can help tell the story. So, you know, it depends. Like Vince Gilligan had no idea what I was going to do when I played Tuco until I shot. He had no idea. He walked around the set just going, holy crap.
Keep doing it.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Andy. I have a question also for Logan. Have you been to the restaurant that was your headquarters in the show? I was there this morning.
No, I haven't.
Is it good?
It is very good, actually.
What kind of food is it?
It's breakfast food and salsa with cactus.
What is it called? What's the restaurant called?
I don't remember what it is.
You weren't there, dude.
Look up Tuco's headquarters.
We're gonna have to put a hit on you, young man. Don't worry, I already know where you live just by looking at you, bro. I'm cartel, I know everything. Everybody else here, you better be nice to me too, because I know where everybody lives.
We'll be there tomorrow night.
Wow. You're on the gauntlet. You're on the gauntlet. What do you got?
Hey, I'm Nathan. Back for round 2. I know you too. You guys were talking earlier that playing the villain is the most fun thing. So, of course, I love playing villains. So, what's your favorite scene in film?
For me, I have two. Either Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. I have two. The explosion for me in episode 307 for Breaking Bad, and the two shootouts I had Better Call Saul. The fucking the Superman shootouts that I had. That, you know what I'm saying? I was like, just came in like Rambo, and I was like, I was like, man, that, you know, like it made me feel like a fucking bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So then I look at it, bro, and I'm like, you know how you look at it like a real you, you're like, damn, I'm no good.
I'm iconic.
But then you read yourself and you're like, I look good, but they made me look good.
Yeah.
But then you go to real life and it's just you. But they such a real shit. Bro, it's just me, and then I look at it and I'm like, and then I go in the mirror and I'm like, God damn, I look like shit, but damn, I look good in this shit. They do good shit with that TV magic bullshit thing that they real stuff, bro. It looks so cool, and then I look at it like, damn, how did it make me look so good? It probably is super. I never should have done that good in my life.
It was the boots, homie.
Yeah, you know the story here, the boots were more famous than I was on set. I've said this story many times, but every time people talk to me, they did this, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hey, how you doing? Let's give you a haircut. How you? Oh, really? That's so cool. Oh, really? How's your face, bro? And they're looking at the boots the whole time like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My face is here, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. The boots, bro. Everybody they were shooting the movie Terminator, some bullshit when we were shooting Breaking Bad, and the people from the Terminator set would come to the Breaking Bad thing for you. Hey, I heard about your boots. Can I see your boots? And they didn't give a fuck about me. They gave a fuck about the boots. It was really cool. I was like, yeah, those boots were crazy.
Hey, now you still own those boots.
I do.
Yeah, did you guys take stuff? So when I was doing my radio show, my morning show, Betsy Brandt used to come on our program probably like twice a month. And after everything wrapped, she came on the show and she was talking about things that she actually kept from the show. She kept the purple rug that was in the house and a couple of other things. What did you guys take from the show? What did you carry on with you?
Axe for me, 3 suits, 5 shirts, and my boots. And a lot of men. Fake men. Okay, I don't want to DA in this motherfucker. It's fake, it's rock candy. But yeah, I kept that. I didn't keep it. I got it on Better Call Saul. From Breaking Bad, like on the Breaking Bad set, they wouldn't let anything go. Unless you were fucking Dean Norris, he just took the shit. No, Dean is a gangster. He was here earlier, and he said the story how he just took it because they said no. So if you ask, they're not gonna say yes. They want to keep it. Sonya's not about to give you shit. But Dean, are you gonna tell Dean Norris no? Dean Norris is like, have you guys seen Dean Norris? That dude, you're not gonna tell him no, because he's gonna be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So he took the shit. Me, when I started Better Call Saul, I kind of made a deal with them. And I told them they did not give me the boost the first time around. So when I got Better Call Saul, before I even signed the fucking contract, I talked to the producer. I said, okay, in a nice way. I was not mean. I said, is there any way that when I finish filming the show, I can get the boots in one suit. That was all I wanted, the boots in one suit. Oh man, it took like 2 months for him to come back because they had to clear it. They had to go to Sony, come back to AMC, and everybody had to clear. Everybody in the mouth clear the shit, and then it came back to me. Yes, we're actually gonna give you more. We're gonna give you 3 pairs of suits. You pick how many shirts you want and the boots. I was like, I almost cried. And it was really cool because think of the boots, bro. The boots are like, I told you, they're more famous than me. You know, everybody wants to see the boots more than me still to this day. So I kept all that.
Nice.
I feel totally like
You didn't keep the bottle of tequila.
disrespected.
Yeah,
First of all, would you want to take home that yellow tracksuit? So I didn't ask and I didn't take. All right, and then when I came back, I was wearing a Speedo. I already had like 7 in different colors. No, and then I had one outfit that I really liked was the flower shirt, like Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Remember? And the white slacks. And then I asked, and they said, we gotta keep them for a while, but give us your address and we'll send them to you. I'm still waiting. Yeah.
That was the last episode with Hector. The thing with, I asked, okay, that suit I wanted there. Yes. That suit, I wanted that suit, and the thing, it takes so long for them to clear that, bro.
I wanted your suit.
Still a cool one that one of my favorite ones, Better Call Saul, the last episode I did, super fucking bright, shiny ass. Shiny, bro. I can shine and burn somebody with that shit. It's like a mirror. It's like, yeah, I want that. But because it's on Better Call Saul, and it was airing at the time, they were not gonna clear that shit. So I think it's gonna take like a year, bro, or 2.
Yeah, we'll hold on to I got to keep the grill from.
Nice.
Let's go to another question out there.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I was just wondering, with all you guys being villains, especially for Raymond, with how iconic and scary of a character it is.
Speak up.
Yeah.
Speak up.
What was the hardest part of creating your villains, basically, making them your own?
It was the actual shooting, the actual practical shooting. Because you do all your work, but then you gotta understand when you shoot, you're shooting for like 12, 14 hours a day. So you gotta do the reverse, and you gotta make sure, especially like for me, like I would bring the same energy if I wasn't on camera. And Vince came up to me once, he said, you don't have to do that. And I said, no, I do, because their reaction has to match what I was doing. Yes, in order to do that, you have to give them the same energy. It was exhausting.
It is exhausting. You have to have high reserves, of energy and you just have to be so focused that you don't get distracted. You don't allow distraction takes your energy. So your supply, your tank is going down. If you get distracted, you're joking and playing like that guy, like him and his brother. These people are all like really focused. Like Vince Gilligan, one of his main talents and great attributes that I find about a producer, or creator, or director, or writer, is that he knows who can bring his material to life. And so these people are all well chosen, like Raymond was saying earlier. He chose Raymond not because he saw Raymond play that character before. He didn't know what he wanted from the character. Like you said, he chose him because he said he's going to bring something that's going to be surprising and exciting and like a laser focus and different. And so, I mean, I've never seen you before. You and the other guy, and when you guys showed up, it was like, these guys are fucking stars. You guys, your presence every time you showed up, I used to like, my stomach would hurt, I'd be like, someone's gonna die, someone's gonna die.
What a fucking compliment, right?
That's a good set right
This
there.
episode, someone's gonna die. Yeah.
Well, that's right.
And so, but he knew you were gonna bring something that was unforgettable.
You guys were fucking frightening.
So
I mean, seriously, just
He
frightening.
know what I was gonna do. He just liked me. That's all. He liked me from another movie a long time ago. And so.
Which
and he
was?
said- And he said, Robin Hood, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. What was it, Robin Hood? No, I wasn't in Robin Hood. It was called Scarface.
Scarface. Okay, that's right.
And so he had seen me, and he said, "Man, for years I've wanted to come up with something that you could have fun with. They'll bring something different." So he said, "This character, see if you like it." And I said, "Like it? Wait a minute, is it all in Spanish? I never speak English." I go, "What? Here I go again, you know." I go, speaking Spanish, did the whole thing. And Gus, what about Gus? I know him for years, Giancarlo, and I thought, he doesn't speak Spanish. But here he goes, and he was handed wine like a whole conversation with me at a table in Spanish, and we're going over it phonetically, and he goes, does it sound right? And I go, yeah, up until they're ready for the first take, you know, and then you're flying by the seat of your pants, or I'll whisper in your ear every once in a while. And so it was just so exciting on the set, and we didn't have Vince on that first Breaking Bad episode that I did in the canary yellow tracksuit. But it's good. It's just, it all works with the captions, you know, with the closed cap. What's it called? What do they call it? Captions.
Captions, yes.
Oh, that's a word, right? Yes. Okay.
You're good.
And so, and it's subtitles.
Subtitles.
That's it.
What is subtitles?
Yeah, you've
For
seen
200s.
movies also, right? So that's it. Is fortunately we were all chosen by somebody who really he's got a strange sense of humor. You know, he kind of throws you curveballs. Like I was so excited to play Don Eladio and Don Eladio, and I'm like, yeah. And I go to the first wardrobe thing, and these ladies, they're going, "Oh, we have some really cool stuff for you." I go, what is it? As long as it's not a loud shirt or something like obvious. And they go, "No, he wants you in a tracksuit." And I go, "A tracksuit? Isn't that kind of like passe or something?" It's not. And I don't look good in tracksuit. And they go, I go, "What color?" And she goes, "Well, we like this one." And it was blue. And I go, "Well, I do look good in blue." So, and then they go, "But he's kind of favoring this one." And I go, No, I don't wear yellow. It doesn't suit me. I can't fit it. And she goes, "Well, he wants you to try them both and send them the Polaroids." So they did it like, and I put it on the yellow, and I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "No, please, no." And they go, "Well, we'll send it to him. He'll have an answer tomorrow." The next day, they invited me to their to the softball game. They had a softball game against another team, another show without trace, right? They were shooting there, and they invited me to softball game. I go, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit." And the ladies from wardrobe, they all met me when I arrived. They go, Guess what? And I go, "What?" And he really likes the yellow tracksuit. I go, "He really has a terrible sense of humor." And that's my story about that.
Who's next? What's your name, sir?
Hi, I'm Tony.
Hi, Tony.
So this question can apply to any of you. Are there any scenes that you would want to refilm purely for the thrill and excitement of being the character in that moment?
Yeah, I would like to refilm the one where Tuco beats me to death. Reverse it. And then me and him play the twins.
Is you suggest to reshoot for the thrill of shooting or to reshoot it to change things?
Reshoot it for the thrill.
Oh, my shootout. Episode 4, season 4, Better Call Saul, that was my favorite one. So yeah, that's right. I mean, all the shootouts I could. If I get greedy, you need an option. I'll be like, I'll do my 3 shootouts and the explosion again, motherfuckers. The explosion was really cool because Brian was directing it. And when we did it in one take, the pressure of one take, we only can do it one time. We don't have another truck. That was really cool when we did it, and he came to thank me. Oh, big hug and all this other shit. The crew, like, we fucking, like, we want to go medal at the Olympics, where everybody got, oh my god, you did it! Oh my fucking shit! Oh my god, it was awesome! I was like, oh. You know, I didn't hear it. I was like, oh, that was really good. That's mine.
Tate, you had unfortunately Lester died in season 1, episode 1, but then you went on to work stunts. What's that? Excuse me. You went on to work. Did you work stunts on Breaking Bad as well, right? You didn't do any stunts at all? Okay, I guess my research lied to me. I apologize. We'll move on. I was going to ask you what your favorite stunt scene was. What about the rest of you? Any favorite scenes that you'd like to go back and redo just because it was awesome to do?
No.
I feel like to go back is like, I'm excited about what's to come. And like, it's like going into scenes. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen in that scene until I'm with my partners in the environment, and then it unfolds. And I don't know that the next one is gonna be like the last one. Like, and when I look at like what goes into it, it's like you break yourself a little bit when you go, especially in the action business, man. It's like if you got scenes like that or something that takes a lot out of you, man. It's like I'm glad that got canned, and I'm glad everybody loved it. But I'm not excited to do that again. Let's see what's next. And I've always felt that in my career. I don't ever want to live on yesterday, man. What's coming next? What am I going to do next?
I like dying in the pool twice. I could have done it a third time. First, and the director, who was one of the great directors that worked with us, he said, when you hit the water, can you have your eyes open? Because the camera's down there at the bottom. And I said, yeah, I've done that before, but not intentionally. I can open my eyes in the water, that's cool. But hit the water, maybe. And it was cold. And then it had to pull me out, undress me, blow dry me, and do it again. I really thought it was a one take, Charlie, you know. And then he said, the frogman goes, it was really good, but could I have one more? Those famous last words.
It's always that way. That was perfect. So do it again.
Do it again. Like if I could change from the scene my favorite, I would the shootout with Hank. I would refilm that shit, but this time I would kill him. Then I get to be on the show for like another 2 seasons. Well, not according to Vince, because he said if I told him don't kill me, he said no, I have to kill you. Why? Because if you stay longer, you're gonna every time you come on screen, you shoot everybody, you kill them. We're not gonna have a show. You have to die. That does make sense. Yeah, we're gonna run out of people to kill. That's what he told me. We're gonna run out of people to kill. You have to die. I was like, oh, let's make it.
There you go. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. And I think you're more than your boots.
He sees you, son. He sees you. What's your name?
Tatiana.
What you got for us, Tatiana?
I think honestly the villains make the story like the most interesting, personally. But
it's okay.
Just breathe through. You're fine.
when you were told that like they had to kill you off, like were you any of you? Were you like happy? Were you relieved or you were upset?
I got hired knowing how many episodes I was gonna do. I knew when I was gonna die and how. But when it got time to do it, it was episode 307. I was already there for 3 months, and I was already friends with everybody. And so I actually did ask guys, well, so do I have to die? He gave me that speech of we have to do it, right? But when it came to that episode, before they gave me the script, right? The producer came into my trailer, and everybody's now friends, and she comes into the trailer, and you can tell she was like, had a problem, and she was like, I opened the door, Louis, how many you, right? And I was like, oh, really, what happened? Please come in. And she's like, Louis, I have this script here, and so this episode, we're gonna make it really good, but I was loving it, I knew already, but she was so like, oh my God, tell me between the legs and her, and I'm like, no, you really? And she's like, and then I was like, I already knew. I said, oh really? And you're not? I said, no, I already knew that. I know. Oh, but it was funny. She was so, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was funny. It was great. I liked it. Michelle McMoran, she was the producer director.
I was like, why can't Gonzo die first? Why me? No, honestly, they said because he's bigger than you, so it wouldn't make no sense for you to try to get the cause out. I was kind of bummed out, I ain't gonna lie.
I asked to die. I asked him to kill me.
I
said, that's it, I'm done. I said, Vincent, we want you to do the whole second season. I said, no, you either kill me or I'm not coming back. So he goes, okay, we'll kill you.
Didn't something happen towards the end of the series with Dean Norris? Same thing. Like he was going to go on to shoot another network show, right? And he asked, he was like, "Hey, I need to go." Do you guys know anything about that? I heard something about that. Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Is there anything that they do special on the set, like when you have a long-time character that's been around for 2-3 seasons, they kill you off? Is there anything that happens on set? Is it different energy that day, or what's that like?
When they kill somebody off, that it's like, one of those people that they get close twice to, they do kind of like a little, the producers, anybody has a gift, but they do a really cool speech, a farewell thing at the very end of the shoot, which is really cool because everybody comes. They gather everybody up, and some people will talk, some of the actors will talk and say the experience.
People cry.
People cry on this shit, man. And when we died, they made a big freaking picture, like a big poster that the whole crew signed, all the actors. It was one of those speeches that I'm not fucking gonna lie, man. I almost fucking broke, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not lying. It was so nice and kind because we were there a short time. I was there 3 months, but we really became friends. Until this day, I have really good friends. So when I got Better Call Saul, dude, I was in heaven when 50% of the crew is here for Breaking Bad. So yeah, it was great. But they do special things like that for people, like the actors. We all have done that, like great speeches. We have done it for other people. It's really good. They do a special thing when you leave the show. If they like it, if not, they do.
It's called a eulogy. It's called a eulogy.
What's your name?
Hello, my name is Marley Rock.
What's your question?
First of all, I want to give a shout out to YouTube because I love you as El Chewy and Chico and Scarface. You're the best one. You're the best El Chewy I've ever met. I love you in Blood and Blood Out. I love you guys in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And I have a question for a twin because I'm also a twin. Did you have any connection with on a twin base, filming and all?
We're not a twin.
I know that, but I'm just saying, any type of true connection?
No, you know what? I think when the question earlier, how they said about the character and all that shit, to me and my brother, it was easier shit to do it. Because we were like this, I'm messing around with Steven right now, and then next thing you know, they want me to turn into the meat, into the fucking character of the film Breaking Bad, just go like this.
I have very short
For us, when we did the scenes, like, you know, there's a lot of things that happen synchronized, like closing doors or taking a step or walking or kicking. We did it one time by accident, my brother and I. It was not on the script, but we did it one time on Breaking Bad, and Vince loved it. And it just happened. You know, so he loved it. So then after that, the rest of the fucking shows, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, he wanted us to do whatever we can fit in there to be at the same time. Like in Better Call Saul, we carry something. He wanted us to close the port. When we picked up the $7 million for Lalo, that door of that car, when we met Saul Goodman at the fucking desert, he wanted it to be at the same time shut. Boom. We did that shit like 20 times, bro. I am not gonna lie. Everything else was gravy except that door. He wanted it at the same fucking time to shut. And hit it up. Bro, we got out of the car, they started cutting the part when we handed him the money, and we just filmed that part. Just to shut, like when the camera's right there. Do it again. Yeah, it's crazy, shit like that. But that was a connection we had. We synchronized a lot of things together on purpose and not. Yeah, a lot of looks that happened, it just happened. He knew, I knew, it was just a thing that happened. We're kind of like that in real life. We were like that in real life, did a lot of stuff like that. So it's kind of know each other. I mean, you grew up with a motherfucker, you know, you look at him, he knows something. I mean, the same. Fuck you, let's go. You know, he knows.
Well, twin telepathy for me is bullshit. I hate doing stuff like randomly, like my girlfriend will catch me and my twin do something at the exact same time, not meaning to, and I'm like,
motherfucker, you wanna
fight right now or what? And I love how much you talk, like you're so talkative, but on the show you're just like so still and quiet.
Did I ruin the show for you or not? I ruined it. A lot of people came to my table and I had to say, they told me the same shit, bro. You talk a lot. And I said, you're not like in the show. You're so opposite of the show. A lot of you guys might have thought you're laughing because you told me that shit before.
You gotta pay him to shut up.
They told me that before and I'm like, wait, really?
I got the cash right here.
Wait, those are hundreds.
They're 20s.
I'll take
Well, there's a amount.
What's this?
I said I picture it, so give me it. Thank you guys.
Thank you for the question. Hey, let me ask you guys this. What was the energy like going from Breaking Bad to Better Call Saul? Was it basically, I mean, obviously, completely different storylines. Better Call Saul started out much slower than Breaking Bad, but, you know, as we got towards the end of Better Call Saul, I thought that the end of that series was, it equaled Breaking Bad, it matched it with what it did. Was the energy the same for you guys doing that?
For me, it was, I got towards the end, the second half of Better Call Saul. It really turned into Breaking Bad, because I don't know. It did start slow. It did, but it had to be on the character.
Yeah.
When I look at him, bro, in my opinion, right, not no disrespect to anybody, he stole the show. Lalo Salamanca came in to Better Call Saul, bro, and that dude was just so cool. You know, he comes in, bro, he has that little thing like Gus Fring has. You know the little that he's really nice with the little smirk, and then you know he's a bad motherfucker. He's something really fucked up. You know that motherfucker that smiles at you, and he's telling you, oh, I'm about to kill you, chop you up, and you he got that shit without doing the when I kill the motherfucker, I do the face, right? Like, all these stupid face, I'm gonna kill you. He was like, if you're that smirk, you're like, oh shit. He was so good at that shit.
So smooth, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's awesome, dude. He was really good.
But so the second half was really good. It turned out to Breaking Bad. And the last season I shot for that, I felt like COVID took away from everything, because when we shot the last season, it was COVID time. Bro, we couldn't talk to anybody. They put glass. You know how when we sent the actor change, bro? They put glass. There was glass, and we were in a box, sitting. It was weird. And nobody would come talk to. Everybody's wearing a mask. So it was so weird for me on season 6, because I couldn't say bye to the people that I've known for like 15 years now. From Breaking Bad, it was weird. People got in trouble if they talk to you. So you feel like you're just sitting here, bro, you're like, no talking. Everybody was paranoid about COVID.
It was a weird time. It was weird. I remember being on set, same thing. It was just so weird to sit there with a mask and you have to leave it on until they say, you know, action right before you're gonna shoot. It's just, yeah, it was awkward.
Oh, the
yes, those things that come down. Yeah, yeah.
We used
It
to
was
wear
way out.
Eye shields were dangerous too.
The shields,
Talk
yeah.
about a mass hip situation. Oh, let's change the subject onto this. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was crazy. Yeah, we wore masks, guys. Aside from the little COVID mask, we wore big ass shields like glass.
So we were well.
Like welders. Yeah. We look fucking weird, man. It was like,
If you were 150 yards away from everybody sitting in the field and you didn't have that mask on, there was some nerd that was paid $10 an hour to come and tell you, hey, we got it. Anyway, this is on topic.
All right, we've got, we're at the 5-minute warning. We got time for one more question. So let's go right here.
Hi, my name is Tahir, and I've got one question. So, first of all, I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan, and yes, like I said, your villains make the show, so you guys have done all an awesome job. But I had a soft corner for Walter White, and as I watched the show, the ending was not what I expected, and I was just wondering for you guys, were you guys hoping for like a different, maybe a happier, more optimistic ending?
No, I think it was perfect ending for me. You're gonna take if anybody else killed Walter White, the show would make shit. If a cop killed Walter, I would have been mad as shit. But everybody was okay if Jesse killed him or he died because of the cancer, the way he did and the way he went out, where he said everything. It was great. To me, it was like the perfect ending for Breaking Bad. It was perfect. It was so perfect. It would have been better if Jesse killed him, but I'm just saying.
You can't turn 60 and still be cooking meth.
Well. I don't know, man. Money is money. I mean, come on.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. Again, you know, you guys have become part of Albuquerque. You know, hopefully Albuquerque has become part of you guys, and you know, just know that there is much love for everybody that has been involved in this project. So we thank you guys for that. And yeah. So you guys give it up.
You guys can come back here and get in front of the picture too. Come on.
Do it.
You guys want to be, we're going to do a selfie. You guys want to be over here, we're going to do a